to the Lost Lives count. I'm in need of vacation. I'm William Prouty. I'm going to Pleasure Island in Pleasure Island, Costa Rica. In the 2004 movie Club Dread, released in 2004. This movie is going to be for my bonus lives lost count, and this is directed by Jay Cranstrong, who actually does Super Troopers, which have 2 movies, and there's going to be a 4th movie coming out. It's actually written by Broken Lizards. It's a horror movie that is more like, it's a combination of both Wet Hot Summer, Friday the 13th, and Sleepaway Camp, all in one. And this is about a killer stalks the crew of the staff of the island resorts and killed them one by one. But the 2 plot twists, I won't spoil them yet. This is hilarious, and the jokes are really funny. I lost, and the person that does the killing is Machete Phil. I won't give the real identity yet. How many lives lost did Machete Phil take on this vacation? Let's find out and get to the lives lost. The movie begins with the fair, but instead of the 20th century box, it's the box has searchlight pictures. It's still a box, but it's the box searchlight pictures. Now it presents Kenta Pill production and a Broken Lizard film. The Broken Lizards are a group of comedians who actually do the early who actually also do some of the characters and of this movie, and we are in Pleasure Island, Costa Rica, where the movie begins. This is where the movie begins. We meet Rollo and Stacy. They are actually horny, and Rollo got drugs, so someone is watching them, and Rollo kicked drunk and saying, "Is there any objection, Ricky?" And Ricky said, "I think you should give it to her, senor." Is stage. And the monkey just jump out and say, "Watch where you go, asshole." And we actually meet Kelly, played by Tanya Richa, who actually played Miss Congeniality from scary movie. And she also scared them. And we actually above, and they actually went into a mausoleum or above grave. Everything of a totem with a big member. If anybody wants to know what the big member is. And Rollo have a. And they actually all kiss, and it's sexy time, and they asked head or tails. And Kelly said tails, and nobody, and they don't want to know what tails is. Kelly sees a guy in Machete Phil, and he sliced Rollo through his torso. With the kukui at 5 minutes and 24 minutes. Then they actually run and split up. No, did you actually learn this from Scream? You do not split up in horror movies. So Kelly almost falls off the cliff as she grabs something. It's the kukui blade, and she cut her hand and fall to her death. 6 minutes and 6 seconds. While Stacy is running, she tried to alert someone. She get decapitated by Machete Phil at 6 minutes and 31 seconds. We get the Broken Lizards Club Dread Title card! Rollo is played by Dan Montgomery Jr. and Stacy is played by Rollo. But it was actually set in Costa Rica, but it was actually filmed in Del Carmen and Cadruna, Mexico. The Jungle Coliseum Cliffs. It's a tropical sea with brutal death, and also the setup is actually isolated and parodies a lot of horror tropes. Jay and the Broken Wizard crew want to blend the real strikes of the crew. Emperor Super Troopers, they aim to create a horror movie that did spoof the genre. It live inside. The deaths of Roll, Kelly, and Stacy were designed to honor slasher tradition of sex lead to the deaths, but a complete exaggeration set the tone of brutal kills with ridiculous totem monkey kukuri introduction to the killer style fast and free action. JSA, they want the audience to laugh, then flinch. These first kills do exactly that realize a collapse in paradise. Rollo's death, torso slash, is the first kill that move. It was filmed in the Playa del Carmen, Mexico, chosen the footage elements. The production. But the Kuri is a custom plot that designed to symbolize a brutal that rig. The prosthetic torso rig, the practical brutal effects and time with them junior performance to maximum shock and comedy. The jungle is hot and humid and making the shoot physically demand. The crew had to clear paths through vegetation for camera to move while preserving wildlife. Wild look. The scene was shot during a hurricane season, so the weather delayed the. Jay want visual parody that raw life is there a ejection before kicking the tombstone. Honestly, he want to inspire the. Honestly, Jay and Broken Lizards were inspired by Friday the 13th and Sleepaway Camp to inject their own driven humor into this and real slashers. Like Kelly Death was falling off with. And they actually use practical effects, and honestly, they use a Kukuri prop that squirt blood to a contact mayhem, and they actually and the clip fall was actually performed with a stunt double that actually. And the mausoleum, jungle mausoleum, and the gravesap were built on location with real stone and foliage give it seem more grounded. But honestly, the director actually wanted to give it a ironic and give it her a more punish by the weapon, and honestly, was it just a weapon and grab a trophy that blood and it parodies Machete fell actually. Anyway, and the monkey scare. But Machete fell actually kills Stacy. But the most early kills of film and scenes that design to feel like a chase collapse into a run panic someone then the decapitation and achieve with a prosthetic neck that quick edited that without show gore. The actress Ellen Lyons performed with a run sequence herself split through the foliage while the camera tracked her panic. Actually, it take two takes. One of the dummy heads rig for the final shot. The jungle was hot and humid and bugs were crawling. The crew had to clear paths for the dolly and preserve wild look. On the report joking between that she was earning for her Scream Queen badge the hard way. Honestly, Jay want to give her a false sense of hope and claims that the slasher cycle is unforgiven, and the decapitation kill is actually, and the killer is actually punished less, or institution he punished resistance. Okay. Now 1 hour later, and we meet Lars, played by Kevin Hoffner, who is a member. We actually have members of the. We have Steve Lemmy, who actually played Julian. We actually have Sam, the Fun Police, who actually is a broken lizard. But we actually have the director, Jay Sire, who actually made the Super Troopers, I already mentioned, who actually played Putman. We have Jenny, who actually in the disaster film, who actually played by Brittany Daniels as Candace. We have Dave, played by Paul Strutter, who actually is in Marshmallow. We have Coconut Pete, played by Bill Paxton, who actually died in 2017 of a stroke. It was a wrongful death, but it was a wrongful death, and they actually sue. He's Eddie in my previous Lost Lives count, Butcher Baker, Nightmare Maker. Hey, what the women actually say in Butcher Baker, Nightmare Baker? Oh yeah, fuck you. He's in Impulse as Eddie too. He's in my previous Lost Lives count as Johnny from Terminator. I'll be back. He's Private William Hudson in Alien. He in Brain Dead 1990, not as Jim Rudson. He Detective Jerry Lambert in Predator 2. We got Hey MC, who is in Spellbinder Ed as Brock, and he's also Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines as Road Bouncer. We got you who played by Sidney Price, who's actually in CSI. Rob make a joke about too far dude, and Sam just gave him a death stare. Kelly is doing extra drinks, and he just give the drinks to Dave, and Dave give her a little drug in it. Drugs. So she go to look for them. Now Putman need what a nut cup, Stacy say. Coconut Pea singing Pleasure Island to the whole staff. And the boat that left, and Sam say you're under arrest. Now free drinks at the pool. And honestly, someone, honestly, it's actually Jenny and Penelope, which I actually did not discuss Penelope's actress, because, well, I do need to discuss her actress. Hold on. But I will actually just move. But honestly, I just move on because I did discuss her actress because, well, I don't want to make the video even longer. Now it's pool time, and the boys are eyeing. Now it's back to now. It's Jenny walking in, and they actually say Amy from aerobics die. Unless I know Amy from aerobics, I can't count her. Jenny say hi to Roz, and now he had to do the magic touch to you and Jenny. Now it's Jenny corpse is left out. It's drinking time, and Coconut Pete meet Lars, and he talk about Pete's albums. Now it's Plunger's sweater time. Now Peter time to talk to now Putman. Now Putman argue with Dirk, calling him a minor. He got booze, and he's legally now honestly, what actually happened is Sam just arrests Penelope and Juan and say, here, Mr. and Mrs. Funzy. Sam is, you ham. Now you may kiss the bride. Juan did. He called her Penelope. Honestly, this is cute and adorable. This, honestly, they actually dance and also sees people having sex in the pool. Carlos is smoking and hear the song, and He's actually pick up trash, and you come out in time to clean up knives, and now another trash. Carlos got killed off screen at 21 minutes and 50 seconds, and his body was actually seen later. Carlos James, a lesser actor that comic relief turned corpse. Now his film the segments set up shots of work that reveal. Honestly, his kill was off screen. Allowed the crew to effect more elaborate kills. And honestly, the killer is camouflage. Jay actually used the death to signal the stake that minor characters aren't safe. The trash, the knives, and isolation of the ritual. P is singing with Lars. Some people say play Mariaville. Some girls say play Mariaville. Which, in fact, it still have a restaurant. She said, "You must be talking about Pina Colada Burg." Because he actually hates Margaritaville and go on a rant. Hank is actually takes him out back, and Jenny, Lars, see Jenny give her a massage. That she actually talked and she actually got the job after Amy ate rat poison and died, and Jenny, honestly, it's time for her to go to work and give people crab legs. So she's saying what I actually remember from the movie: crab legs, rah, rah, rah. This is a comedic moment, and I actually love this moment. Crab legs, rah, rah, rah. The story of the Machete Maniac that Dave told. Honestly, the Machete Maniac is a mental patient that actually killed people after he actually escaped from the mental asylum. And honestly, the lightning corpse, and he also know how Machete felt, which are the one that is stalking people. And he asked where his member, and Pubman hide his, and Dave call him an asshole. And it's a good day. Pete does say have sex with the guests while the song is playing. Cliff diving, tennis, Dirk making Pubman angry. Sam is fun policing. Lars is massaging. While the Pete is massaging. It's banana time! Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with the baseball bat. Putman and Sam actually call him. Eat the fuck nut. Where's the pretzel? And he actually saw Juan as a pretzel having sex with a watermelon girl. And Cliff, he actually being chased by the Machete maniac dressed up as a pineapple. He ran into a girl, and the Machete maniac, or Machete Pete, actually Machete Bill, now Cliff dies from slashing by a curry knife in the stomach. It's a call, I think, he actually dressed up as a pear, so I guess that's why it called a blushing pear. 32 minutes and 19 seconds. The maze was actually built near the jungle. Built near the jungle, Playa del Carmen, Mexico. It was designed to feel destroyer home and narrow path grown. Erica Stolasik performed most of the chase scenes as Splint and Pink. The cookery night was done / a prosthetic stomach rig, time with a blood release and a camera cut that avoided showing gore. And scenes were low light in the camera. Jay actually said that Cliff death was a false escape. He was alert that and the cartoon goof noted that in the film the killer slash Cliff from left to right to left, but later Hank say the killer is left-handed, but the cut was left to right. The staff was playing a scavenger hunt game, part of the island resort fun beach activities. The guest staff posed to chase cruise items and avoid being caught by the fun police. Cliff was competing in this game when the killer. The maze was actually a challenge every purpose as a death trap. The soundtrack cued the Cliff scene and Cliff death by composer named Barra, part of the Club Dread score. It's a tense layer. And the montage lead up to the maze include Peanut Cover, performed by Bill Paxton as Coconut Phil, a parody of Margarita Bill, which Pete famously hates. They're playing still, but the boat is parasailing. Lars is actually doing quite con. Now she actually asks about Fun Shay, and Jenny does nothing. And honestly, Lars actually pressed a button to one of the girls that put her to sleep, and one of the guys that made him piss himself. Button flowed that actually, and I pressed the button to actually make her hormone. And it's Carlos that actually crashed into the cabana with Naughty on his chest, Naughty Carlos. And Putman out like a dog, and Dave and Pete say, follow the banana, and they actually follow Sam with Cliff's dead body, and with the same naughty Cliff. Now it's stop meaning that Dalton is actually Machete Phil, who actually killed Rollo, Cliff, Kelly, Stacy, Carlo, and Cliff. With how many staff to die, they everybody need to get off the island. Actually, there is actually no boat, no phone, no or computer. So they're stuck. So if they actually warn the guests, Hank wanted to get to do it. He used to be a fellow agent that need to catch killers. So he actually, and now he needs to catch the killer. They play a game, SOS, and the party, a Hawaii party. And now Lars and Jenny are looking. And Penelope made a hat for Luan, a Peter Pan hat. And she actually wanted one real, very bad today. One. And they actually, just two of them. Honestly, they actually want making s'mores. Honestly, Jenny and Lars actually followed with the Bible and dildo. And now Putman found out that Dave is Pete's uncle. Yu is arguing with Jenny and want to alert everybody, and she says she's going to make a twig snap. It's Machete Pete. Yu is beach for bait. Hank got square up. He said, "There, one fuckhead." Then at the 44 minutes and 39 seconds, Machete Phil slit his throat with a kukui knife, a kukuri, and ran. She actually ran to the tram. It's actually slow, and Machete Phil kill you off screen at 45 minutes and 11 seconds. Honestly, here's after MC Grady voted the throat slit was done with a prosthetic neck. The time to release. The beach location reel was a golden hour to give the biscuit glow. Jay said that Hank's death was a false hero moment. He stepped up, delivered the line, and be taken out. Their one bucket was delivered just before the slash. Make the collapse real sounded before. Lindsay Price rided to the tram in reaction to the killer. Her death was off screen and only her scream and later confirmed. The tram was a resort vehicle modified for Jay stage UDEF to pay collapse that proactive, but the killer turns her escape into sun. Amy see the aerobics tape. Jenny see the Amy doing aerobics on tape. She heard the twig snap, and it's a morning exercise, and they actually realized it's actually Pete's song, Naughty Cow. Why it's the song? Well, he doesn't remember his own song. Why? He's high as a kite when he actually making the lyrics. He played it backwards and he actually earned that song with 5 Gold Records. Now they actually found out that Lou and Hank are dead. They sing a song and Pete is singing. Penelope is just staring at one. Everybody but Jenny think it's Lars. Sam does. Of course you do, Sam. Why do you? I'm not going to spoil it yet. Pubman might be the octopus. And Sam asks, how do you kill an octopus? They actually blame Lars, but Jenny knows it's not him. Pubman might be next. Lars to go him. Now Lars has all the weapons he needs. If you're actually wondering what his weapons are, it's actually pressing the buttons are actually a form of pressure points that he actually pressed to actually make sure Lars wants Jenny kissed Lars and Pubman gets a head shake from her. Pete is chopping up food and cooking his famous paella. Why is his famous paella? Coconut is his favorite secret ingredient. He bashed the coconut into the wall. Man! Bill Paxton actually did a good job of portraying a musician. Jenny and one think it's Pete, but it's not him. And Penelope appeared with calamari, or octopus that had been cooked. But they figured her as she might be the killer, and it cut to Penny and Penelope and Juan have a sexy time, and okay, here's the truth. After Penelope took off her bikini top, it revealed that she's a gymnast. She here to have sex to actually be so, because she actually have needs, and her coach might kill her, and they actually have sex. Jenny and Sam are still in the closet. She's not the killer, and they need a few more hours. And Jenny said, "Are you going to still have sex with her?" And he just shut the closet door. Putman want to know what Laura's intention with Jenny. Okay. Putman like he is still X because Putman have a crush on Jenny. He actually sleep with a cap. Sam gets scared by Dave. Now it's actually a shrine made by Killer 2. I think it's actually a shrine that the Lords actually love to worship. To worship that Lars worship Pete. Now it's the killer. It's Dave. Dave got killed by the killer, and it's actually Putman, but it's a dream. Now in the morning, Lars is one Polo Carlos. Putman ran off. Here, fam. One Lars say, honestly, after he actually got bad, Sam accused him. Juan say, "You're the phone, please," and Lars say, "Stay out of my fucking face." They actually lock Lars up. Jenny goes up for a swim. She actually heard a splash. It's Dirk. He told make a joke. Wait, somebody brush up against me. Oh, it's my gigantic. Remember, I can't say what it is. And the killer throws the TV as soon as Jenny comes out the pool. Dirk is shocked Dirk to death at 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 3 seconds. But honestly, the electrocution was staged using a dummy, TV props, and rigged with a wires and time lighting effects. And the pool was rear, but the shock effect was added in post-production. The sound design visual. Jay want to have Dirk Death to have the party collapse, a moment of joy into dread. And they actually timed Jenny. The scene plays the slasher tropes. The killer doesn't chase. He waits. He watches. Precise. The joke was his last line, and the pool become his grave. Jenny see the killer run. She actually see Putman, and everybody thought it was dead. And Lars escape. Wait, how did Lars escape? I'm not gonna say it because I am that way. They have to find Pete. They call him and rattle wanna pop out. Can someone get the freaking door? It's Dave. No one think it's Lars. Jenny had thing. It Pete before one found out the prison and he slammed the door. Revealed Pete is dead. Hang by Machete Phil off screen at 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 56 seconds. Honestly, Bill Paxton did not film a death scene directly. His body was shown post-mortem hanging with a no on kill. The hanging used a dummy rig suspended in the jungle built in Mexico. Jay actually chose the kill Pete's death off screen to shock audience and reveal his name without warning. Reveal the concept side. The reveal was time and concede. The unravel of the killer identity turning Pete death into a symbolic silence. Paxton emphasized Pete's lives include the hatred of Margaritaville, his energy that shift of his when his character removed. They found his hang and Julian not the killer because the reason why he was in jail, he had sex with a goat. Putman found out that Dave's parents were trampled to death. One, if it happened in the newspaper and not on the actual news, I will not count it. It all over Pete, and Pete was going to sell it for bombing. Sam actually say, but I don't believe a word shit out of his fucking mouth. Lars is crying, and Sam's clap say very convincing. He's crying for real. but they have to do this together. They will go anywhere. Sam doing it with Lars, but Putman is still plagued by dreams, and Dave DJ pad. Lars hears a distorted version of the naughty cow, and Dave was killed off screen, decapitated by the kukui knife at 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 36 seconds. Honestly, his kill was not a direct kill. His death was a revival of visual aid and no on-screen decapitation. The kukui knife kill was staged, using a prosthetic head and double place in a jungle clearing. Jay chose to kill Dave off screen to excite the audience and does it see it feel. The destroyed version Night Cow playing before it in the post production at the fog machine low light and feel mystic. Dave death is a turn point that the closet a trio is broken. The kukui speak that the Tamil temperance. Jenny got spooky with Lars when locks broke. When he did this thing, his mantra to make him skinny and go under the bed. Putman, I recognize those shoes. Believe that he's the killer, but he's a panty thief. Putman. They actually gave him balls, and Machete fell through the kukui knife into his chest, killing him 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 52 seconds. J.O. directly filmed and played the role. The kukui knife was staged with a practical rig that retractable, and the shot that was designed to be set theatrical. The Putman mid-sentence when Blade hit. Jay wanted the Putman death to be a false accusation collapse. He wanted the killer, but the scene to play like a verdict. The tennis ball gag improvised, but the reversal of the levy before the kill, and the crew begin to frame quick and mythical of the flame. Putman death is branded as silence. The skeptic get no closure. Speak loud than logic. Jenny yells. He's say go fuck off to Lars before he died, and he thinks they actually go and his face is soaked with a bloody towel. They actually go see all the stuff. Everybody see the stabbed bodies, and every gets panic. Penelope, and now Juan is covered in blood, and they actually see Sam in the mud room. Is he going on the count next? Nope. I tell you why. When he stabbed nothing. It turned out after Lars pulled Sam out of the mud and stabbed the mud. It turned out that Sam is Machete, but it's actually campfire story. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's all about drugs. He want to keep everybody clean, and he actually want to make sure. He killed Rollo because he shared his weed with Kelly and Stacy, so he got mad and stabbed him. Well, Sam was the one that killing people. So Lars had to distract him by giving him an orgasm. They actually run to the horror. They went to the They went to Central. Everybody gone crazy, and they went to the cabana, the bar, and Julian Locke and Sam got Penelope in the water pool, and Julian got asked to break the glass and save her. Sam rises, and Sam got stabbed by Lars, and Lars said the fun is done. Everyone is gone. Sam alive. Now it's about sunrise, and everybody jump off the cliff. Julian kiss. Honestly, Juan actually say it's his girlfriend. They actually found the boat sunk, so they actually had to fix it. Juan is it while they go, but Sam in the water and Lars getting it slash in the stomach. 1 hour at 31 minutes, 33 minutes. He said, "It's okay. I love you, Penelope." He also wanted Jenny and her kiss. Sam pops up. Sam get dragged rope and get cut in half, and he pop out like Jason from Friday the final scene of Friday the 13th, the first one, and he drowned finally, and he drowned at 1 hour one death. Honestly, Slash using a cheap shot, and Jane want to do a off-screen to preserve the final scene, and the blood trail that trigger a practical effect and highlights collapse. Should I imagine Jane was under the water, and it used the final chase scene, the rope sequence with a stunt double. The cut in half use a split body prosthetic and green screen prosthetic, and the Jason style pop up slasher tropes film in slow motion that water fogs. And also, the Jason pop up style was a slasher trope and film in slow motion with fog machine and water. And Jay want Sam dead to be a mythical verdict that punished and the killer punished by the island. Sam collapse is a final verdict that Julian Lover. The movie ends with Lars and Jenny use. Honestly, they actually use each other's buttons. They actually learn. Penny actually drive away. It ends with. Honestly, the survivors are Lars, Penny, and Jenny, and the rest of. The aftermath. Penny drive away. Lars and Jenny go with her, press the buttons on there. Honestly, I'm at pressing pressure points to actually make them moan and kiss. And Sam's legs are seen swimming, implying that he might be Image. There is actually no second sequel, so that's less likely. Ed got poop. Play over the. Lars use pressure points to actually hit the bed and make a relieve that spit. And the backstory that he claimed that the pressure point manipulated the bite. It's actually a soft skill that ran the joke that outlasts the killer. How many lives lost did Club Dread have? Let's find out and get to the numbers. Numbers, rah, rah, rah. 10 people lost their lives in Club Dread. 7 males and 3 females. With a run time of 103 minutes, we lost lives every hour at 10.3 minutes. With the great axe goes to Sam or Machete Phil. Honestly, to tell you the truth, like I actually said at the end of the film, that the Machete Phil might be alive, but there's no ending in sight. I actually count him as death. His death is actually. He actually got cut half by rope, tension drag, split, and drowned. Why is Brian verdict? The killer collapsed, tear justice, and body severed and sunk, and pop out like Jason. But the ropes, but thrown by Lars, deliver a mythic silence. The would-be axe goes to you, who died off screen. No ritual, no reveal, no service, but we actually do see her dead off screen. The narrative void, she gone. Does it echoed. That's it. This is my bonus lives lost count. Stay tuned for the Omen, the Awaken on Monday. And stay tuned for that on Nexus. I'm out for vacation.